Yes, be back.
But you know what? I wouldn't worry about it at all.
Come on, Jess.
Oh, wait a minute. Stop. Stopwatch, just for your information.
She's timing, but we don't want to do warning or anything, just so that you.
Right, I will write it down.
Super.
What you're going to do is you're going to start the clock and
Jess, I'll understand that, by the way. The clock starts when you leave the floor, not when you touch the beat.
So I put mine down. And then turn it up the time is going to keep picking it up. Not when she takes off the beat. You're watching the beat. Okay, now we can do it.
Split second timing, bro. Come on, Jess.
Come on, Jess.
Way to cover.
We wrote it down at the 5.
Come on, Jess.
Come on, Jessie.
Stay calm, Jessie. Come on, Jess, you got it. Come on, Jessie.
Good job. Very good. And they didn't notice that at all. No. But you guys, just fool ones. That's exactly what you do. I mean, don't think you're going to fool the judges into thinking that you didn't fall. But don't make a big deal out of it. Don't go, you have to get off the beat. Oh, I fell. What do I do? Just continue on. Good job. Very nice. Nice switch. Where'd that come from? That was so much better. So much better. Who's that? Someone help with the board. No, I don't do that stuff.
We know.
Okay. The moment you break the series on the flip-flops, you only get credit for one of them. You have to connect them in order to get. You can come over here with us?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, when she breaks the series, start at the beginning. You need to perform a skill on the low beam, which means you need to go all the way down into the splits on that middle split so that you're performing the skill. Okay?
She has the part where she fell. She has a whole sequence low on the beam.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
that's what that's
So I'd
she left
still
that
probably
out.
like that to go all the way
To go down so it looks like.
because otherwise it's an incomplete.
So she should
move.
work on her flexibility there, improve that middle
She
split
does.
flexibility.
She doesn't go down because she can't go down?
Oh, is that it, Jessie? Oh, we're
I've got a
being filmed.
deduction on your flip-flops for lack of repulsion. I'm giving you the flip-flops, but you only get credit for one because the moment you break the series, you don't get credit for the second one.
Now, I just have a question along those lines. Should she try and fake like she's actually doing the series more, or is there like an intentional?
Doesn't matter. You can't
level?
fake it at that point. If you go slow and continue your movement, you might get it. But
No, I'm not concerned about getting the connection. I'm concerned about getting a deduction for intentionally not doing the series.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's the same deduction. Whether you try it and don't make it or you don't ever try it, it's the same count.
Okay.
The problem is the D for the second flip-flop.
Which she doesn't need.
Okay, switch leg leap, I gave a C.
Well, she doesn't need a C, so I thought rather than give it a C and take an amplitude deduction, because I think it was slightly under, I gave it a B and didn't take any deduction at all, but it was iffy about that.
Well, that was by far the best switch leap she's done in her entire life.
Well, it's very nice, and if you were a level 9 and needed that C, I'd have given it a C and taken 110.
Whoa.
Whoa! You point your toes a little harder, it might even come up more than that.
You want to keep going, Joey?
Okay, you have you missing the flight series, and have you missing the gymnastics series, which is the 2 leaps together. You do them, but you don't do them connected today. Also, you broke your mixed series, and you didn't have a full turn. At least I didn't put one down. Did you find one?
Yep. No full turn.
No, she doesn't have one. Thank you.
Well, that means that you have 4 tenths that come off of a 9-6 because you have 4. You have a flip flop that's counting today, and you have a switch leg that's counting. You need 4 Bs. And you had a jump 3/4, which I gave as a B, took a little bit of amplitude off of it, and you had the round off, which is a B.
Perfect way to finish that routine. Thank you very much. It's not just a simple, it is a very good way to finish it. It progresses up to the next level, and that is my preferred way to do a dismount. And not only did you do a good round off, but you stuck your landing. So you got the B for the round off, you had a series going, and that will progress to the next level. And I really, really like to see that a lot.
Thank you.
A lot of girls do simple punch fronts to get the B, but they can't go anywhere with it.
Yeah, they
and
just
you will
walk
be
down
able
there
to
and do it.
progress because you're doing that. That was good.
Your starting value, I think, is a 9.2.
Correct.
And I had a bunch of execution and stops and things, and amplitude. So I'm ending up in a couple of tenths in composition for connections, not putting things together. You have lots of stops between things. So I have a 7.5 as a. You want the kids to know their?
Oh, that's fine. No, they can. There's no problem.
And I have a 7.8, so your score is a 7.65.
Cool. All right.
One of the
There you
things
go.
that I really liked that you were doing is you were keeping your toes pointed. When you did little steps in between, you actually stepped onto your toe first. You did your turns on toe. You weren't wandering all over the place with that. You had some grace and presence up there. You were performing basic skills better than just going through the movements. And I really appreciated those connections, and I extremely appreciated the dismount. And your time was 1:31:13. So
So we're a little
take out the
off.
wobbles and
Take
the
out
stops
the wobbles and the
between
stops. All
series.
those little stops. We'll be okay.
We're cool.